Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, 1000 Manga Recap. Last time, we saw Wu-chan take on an ambitious task, building an entire theme park. Let's dive next. 10 days later, Wu-chan looks over the construction site, pride gleaming in his eyes. Not bad, he mutters, smiling. This speed of construction is incredible. Prince 17 will be more than pleased. The construction manager walks over, concern on his face. Mr. Wu, are you sure you're okay? Don't push yourself too hard. How about we take a break and go for some traditional Qi herbal therapy, maybe even a relaxing massage? Wu-chan chuckles. Wait, there are places like this in Qatar? The manager nods, smirking. Chief Zhangbak in Qi has a knack for finding the best places. He knows all the top spots, where the service is amazing and the staff, well, you know, he winks. He put any app to shame. Wu-chan raises an eyebrow. Listen to yourself, he says, then laughs. But you're right, everyone's been working so hard these past 10 days. Let's all go together. Cut to the Lantingsu Health Center. A young woman approaches, looking flustered. I'm really sorry, Brother Zhang, but since you didn't make a reservation, we can't serve you today. Zhang's face hardens, his voice rising with frustration. What's this about? No one said we need a reservation a few days ago. The guest I brought is important. Call your manager. The woman hesitates, then says, I understand, but today, another honored guest has reserved the entire venue. This is unusual for us. Zhang scoffs, your business caters to high-profile clients, right? I'd like to see who could possibly be more important than Mr. Wu. Another woman steps in, her presence icy and unmistakably authoritative. Her name is Nancy. Keep it down, please. Isn't this supposed to be the finest Qi therapy center in Qatar? Yet here you are, raising your voices. How uncivilized. Zhang clenches his fists, his voice barely controlled. So you're the one causing all this? I'd love to know who thinks they can openly insult us. Wu-chan steps forward, placing a calm hand on Zhang's shoulder. Chief, since they've reserved the place, let's not make a scene. We'll find another spot. Another woman, regal and serene, steps into view, Princess Lara of Mon. Nancy, she says softly but firmly, why is there still noise? Nancy bows slightly. Apologies, Your Highness. I'll handle it. Lara sighs, a hint of boredom in her voice. No need. We decided to book the place last minute, after all. Make sure to compensate them, but verify their identities and register them. Her tone shifts to a hint of excitement. Are the masseuses ready? I could use some relaxation. Wu-chan's eyes narrow slightly as he watches her. They're calling her Your Highness, so it really is her. Quite the distinguished guest indeed. Turning to Zhang, he says, let's go, Chief. No need to get worked up. Zhang bristles. Who does she think she is? You're Mr. Wu-chan, and she treats you like some nobody. Wu-chan's voice softens, his expression unreadable. She's a friend of Qatar's 9th princess and the Princess of Mon. It's best we avoid any unnecessary drama, for Prince 17's sake. Back at the construction site later that day. Mr. Wu, today's filming of the second episode went perfectly. By evening, we should have. A young boy, Xiaobao, comes running toward them, shouting breathlessly, Master! Master! Wu-chan turns, surprised. Xiaobao? What are you doing here? Master, Xiaobao pants, his eyes wide with fear, the site, it's been blocked off by some people. They won't let anyone contact the outside. Wu-chan's face hardens, and he nods. Let's see what's going on. They arrive at the site to see Nancy ordering people around, her eyes scanning each worker sharply. Check everyone, she commands. Thoroughly. Wu-chan steps forward, his voice laced with sarcasm. Well, this is an honor. Our humble construction site graced by a royal princess, even guiding our work. Nancy pulls a gun from her belt, aiming it squarely at Wu-chan. Stay back. Wu-chan laughs softly. A gun? Really? A little excessive, don't you think? Lara steps forward, her eyes cold and calculating. I told you to register last night. So why did you leave? Especially you, a man with connections to the Eastern Sea and Daquan gangs, with Ameri ties, and influence in Afri. An intelligence traitor like you is more than suspicious. Wu-chan shrugs. And? Lara's voice drips with accusation. If anyone here is a threat to me, it would be you. One of the construction workers mutters, she was dramatic yesterday, but this is a whole new level. Xiaobao clenches his fists, glaring at Lara. Princess or not, you have no right to accuse my master. Wu-chan lays a calming hand on his shoulder. It's alright, Xiaobao. I understand where Princess Lara is coming from. Xiaobao's voice trembles. She's treating you like a criminal. Why would you understand her? In his thoughts, Wu Chen recalls a 1,000-year cycle spent honing skills and knowledge, learning secrets of royals worldwide. One family stood out, Princess Lara's family, the House of Man. Wu Chen steps closer to Lara, his eyes locked on hers. Your Highness, if I told you I understand you completely, would you believe me? Lara's eyes widen. Who is this man, she thinks, stunned by his calm intensity. Without warning, Wu Chen strikes Nancy, who collapses, stunned. He steps even closer to Lara, his voice a whisper only she can hear. Yesterday was our first meeting, but I already know you better than you know yourself. This may be beyond your comprehension, but allow me to explain. We see Wu Chen suddenly lift her dress and go in. Lara gasps, too shocked to react. She starts yelling. One of the guards, horrified, points a gun. He went under Her Highness's skirt. What kind of madness? Xiaobao's face turns red as he watches, utterly bewildered. Master, what is he doing? Lara stammers, her cheeks flushed. Why you, pervert? Moments later, Wu Chen emerges, holding a small device in his mouth, a hidden tracker. He holds it up for her to see. Every year, you face assassination attempts. No wonder you're on edge. I know how that feels, I've lived it, too. He pauses, then speaks with conviction. But you never knew the real danger was right next to you. Lara stares, horrified. Oh my god. Wu Chen crushes the device and nods. We can't discuss this here. Let's go somewhere private. He turns to Xiaobao. Tell the team to resume work. I'll be back soon. Later, in the car. Lara, her voice cold with anger, demands, how much do you actually know about me? Wu Chen meets her gaze, unflinching. Everything. He begins, you were your mother's only child. When you were 7, she passed away. 2 years later, your father remarried, and the new queen bore a younger princess. As she turned 18, everything changed. Your stepmother saw you as a threat and began countless assassination attempts, but you outwitted her each time. Until that time, you felt the most venomous chill in the world. To relieve the sorrow in your heart, you started dating someone. But later, you found out he was an assassin assigned to you. When you were about to, he put poison on the protection. Because of your heightened sensitivity, you narrowly escaped death. Lara's eyes well up, a mixture of anger and vulnerability. Some things shouldn't be spoken aloud. If you like my video, please share and subscribe.